And there we are. Kidding me? Sign in. There it is. Oh, I guess we are live. I'm just trying to find how the chat thing's set up. Fun. Okay. I have to do something real quick. Welcome if you are joining me. Unfortunately, I just have to take care of something extremely quick here. So I'm just going to turn off window capture for a hot second while I get this sorted. What is it? I think it's still this. Is it? Oh, okay, there it is. There we go. Okay, now I'm in the chat. Perfect. But I had to do something there real quick. Guess I don't. Awesome. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Set back to this. Turn that back on. There we are. Alright. And I'm just gonna do this real quick. Copy that. This. Da, 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 da. Smooth kids. There we go. Alright. Well, let's get this show on the road, alright? Welcome, everybody. My name is Goldman27, and I no longer have to say the Twitch name, thank goodness. Welcome to joining me tonight, reacting to Justrolledintotheshop subreddit. As you can tell by the AutoZone hat, I work at an auto parts store. Is it this one? Who knows? I will keep you guessing on that one, unless you know me, then you know where I work. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, I figured to kick things off with YouTube, I would do a few different things. You may notice I have music playing, just to, you know, keep the peace, so to speak. Other than that, it's pretty, you know, pretty cash. So that's literally there just so there's no dead silence in the chat, or in the stream rather. Other than that, I also did a few fancy things. I am got a border around my face now, so you can see where my face is, you know, so it's there. But aside from that, I figured we would, yeah, react to this, because I'm a car guy, if you couldn't tell from the hat, and maybe even from the shirt, possibly. And if you just know me in general and saw my last stream VOD, yeah, I'm a huge car guy. I am obsessed with cars, so without further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes. So, starting things off, just wanted to shop. I should probably preface this. as the description very clearly points out here, for those absolutely stupid things that you see people bring, roll, or toss into your place of business and the people that bring them in. I actually am not a licensed mechanic. That's just a full disclaimer. I am not a mechanic by any stretch of the imagination. I did graduate from college to be a mechanic, but I did not gain an apprenticeship. So instead I became parts counter, and I kind of haven't looked back since. But aside from that, I do know my way around a car roughly. I know the basic components, and probably even more than basic components, honestly, depending what model it is. But yeah. So, with that out of the way, let us see what is hot and happening on this subreddit today. First post we got a Ford Mobile attack, and I did a couple of airbag recalls in this Mustang. Okay, so we've got here an abandoned Mustang. Wheels clearly gone. Looks like it was definitely in a frontal collision. And the airbag did not deploy. That is shocking. I guess the recalls didn't take effect there. But I'm pleased to see there's no blood on the wheel, at least. So at least whatever incident they were in wasn't enough to, you know, cause any severe trauma. At least notable trauma, for that matter. Ooh, she's been there a while. We got the greens happening on the passenger seat. Yeah, the glove box has definitely been ripped open. There's been a lot of pieces ripped out of this car, actually. So, fun times, fun times. What else we got? 3 times this week. Okay. So check for surging while driving and no power at 100 km and wants to excel on its own. Interesting. Advise tire wheel condition type says 9 seconds, left right 10 seconds, right front 9 seconds, right 10 seconds, the alloys on Bridgestone tires. Okay. We have low fuel. We're already off to a great start. And we've got distance to empty 80 kilometers. Oh, that's impressive, actually. Then we have on the same vehicle, customer complains while driving on a highway vehicle seems to be having issues selecting the higher gears. While driving, there is a whining noise from the tires. We have low fuel again. We have 13.9 liters per 100. That's not the most horrible fuel economy. It's adequate. Okay. Let's say 96 hours. Impressive. Customer complaint. Check adaptive cruise. Shuts off after 30 minutes. Check for knocking noise from rear suspension on rough roads. Check for oil leak at the left front axle seal. And we have low fuel. Why are all these cars on low fuel? I'm sensing a recurring theme here. Just a small suggestion. But, let's go. Visiting the in-laws. Wow, we got the homemade racing slick package. Probably not advisable for the conditions under the ground there, but you know, that's mighty impressive, actually. I'm surprised they haven't had any belts go in those tires. Let's see. What else we got next here? 2024 rental with only 14,000 miles decided it no longer wanted a transmission. Yikes. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot lately, actually. For those completely out of the loop with cars, I've heard from many people that the newest makes are, like, failing well within the warranty period, which is great for the customer and bad for the customer, and horrible for the dealership, really. Because they aren't making the money. You don't have to pay money as a customer, but you also have to go a while without your car, which sucks more than anything. So, yeah. That's pretty rough, though. 14,000 miles, he no longer got transmission. That sucks. What else we got here? Customer says, check engine light on, coolant light is on. That looks like an intake manifold. for the gaskets, that looks like you may have a small problem going on. Yes, I don't think it's supposed to look like that. I think also that gasket looks a bit chewed up. Yeah, that's definitely... Oh, is that the injector? Yeah. Yeah, that gasket's definitely ripped open. That is also a lot of sludge. Oh, I see the milky residue now. Good times, good times. Getting a little bit of milkshake going on there. Fun. Gotta love that. So we got Curse GM and their decisions to fit these tiny exhaust manifold bolts.
But mankind won't be destroyed.
Wow.
You and I are working here today.
Dang, those are tiny. Holy crap. Yikes. That is not a fun time. Oh, man. And that looks like... I'm looking at the screen. It looks like a transverse mount in line 4. No. No, because that's a shock right there. Oh, you get my bearings here. Where am I looking at? Am I looking at the side of the engine, or... Can't quite figure out where this is at, to be honest. But, I think... Off the shock here. I think we're looking towards the front of the engine, because there's the manifold there. Yeah, looks like underneath the car here. Yeah, that's gotta be underneath. Maybe. Or no, this is beside. Man, I hate these angles sometimes. Oh, yeah, no, that's a wheel well. Oh, shoot. Yeah, now I see it now. That's a wheel well. Oh, frick. Yeah, that looks like a painful time right there with those manifold bolts there, my guy. What else we got here? Add oil to the tractor. Check what's in the pail is actually clean oil. Good little tractor there. And we've got a spatula fastened with hose clamps to a metal pole. I don't know much about my tractors, so I kind of lost on this one, unfortunately. And despite the odds, this was an insanely fun job. Oh, let's see. What do we got? Ooh, that looks rough. Okay, coils are barely hanging in there. Coil springs, rather. Ooh, that looks crusty. Yikes. Yeah, as someone who lives in the Rust Belt, I can attest that is par for the course for some vehicles, actually. You're gonna need a new U-joint, methinks. That's a Jeep, isn't it? It's like the only cars I know that have U-joints right at the axles. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Ooh, yeah, dust shield. What even is that anymore? Dang. Yeah, there's the caliper. Whew. Oh, still had a bit of pad life left. Maybe 100 miles or so. That's bad. That's really rusty. It's making a grinding noise and won't turn over. Yeah, you stripped the gears on your starter. Ooh. There's the teeth in your starter, rather. That's pretty red. What else we got going on here? Spare tire in 80s Mercedes. Made in Western Germany. And this is how you know that that tire should never meet pavement in its life. If you can still see that. Wow, that is original Michelin, though. Holy crap, MXV. Yeah, you can't find those tires anymore. Maybe reproductions, but I'd be impressed if Michelin even still stock those. That's crazy. 72.85. Holy crap. Valve core. Wow, that is very different. That's very different from your typical valve core on your tires these days. To explain a bit, valve core is what's in the actual valve for your tires. It's the thing that keeps the air in the tire and not shooting out the valve. That's really impressive. I've never seen that design. Yeah, because modern valve cores are like, they're about that size. Well, rather, you have this bit here. You don't have this bit, unless maybe that's part of the tool or something. That's impressive, though. That's insane. What do we got here? As somebody said, yells at waitresses professionally. That is a choice, indeed. That is quite the, exhaust. I bet it sounds like an absolute load of garbage, too. Doesn't matter if it's an LS motor or Duramax, it's gonna suck. Oh my god, I bet that was loud. Is that a bullet? Is that a bullet hole? Frick. Yeah, as a Canadian, firearms are much different as far as owning them goes, so that's insane. What else do we got? Rental Land Rover does what Land Rover does best. Leaking coolant. Come on, guys. What the heck? I expect this from, like, you know, a Land Rover that's maybe just out of warranty, maybe a year left on the warranty. This still has probably at least another 3 to 4 years of warranty left. Come on. That's insane. That's horrible. Doing a rear end replacement on a 400 cell garrison is an axle that had previously been on fire. What? Oh, here, yeah, you can see the discoloration of the metal. Holy crap. Ooh, yeah, that wheel cylinder is, looks like it's a bit fused into that backing plate there. Whew. We got... Yeah, that definitely looks scored. Yikes. Dang. Let me guess. It was probably the only axle they had, and the dealership wanted probably 3 to 4 times what the seller is willing to give you that for. That's nuts. Hub seal blows, new brakes. Shoes only 5 years old. Dang. Dim's big shoes. That's... She's only 5 years old. That's impressive, honestly. Like, there's barely any wear on those things. Dang. At least, to me, it looks like barely any wear. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's insane. The rivets are still there. Yeah, it looks fine. Triton V8. What do we got going on? Let's see here. Triton V8, for those who don't know, it's a Ford V8. Manufactured, I believe it came out in the late 90s, and was in production up until, I think they ceased production a few years back. If not, it might still be ongoing in fleet sales, but that looks rough already. What do we got? Oh, we have valve meet piston. That is a valve that's ingrained in the piston. That's rough to a great start already. Yeah. Fun times, throne timing, and pow! Right in the kisser. What else we got? New for our shop. Buddy's got a heck of a good shop to have a freaking Ferrari truck. That's insane. Yeah, it's also an old cab over. That's cool. That's really cool. I see all kinds of fun stuff. LSV. That is very nice. Very, very nice V12. What else we got? So now the job is done and I didn't die, and was this actually a bad idea? Ooh. So, Buddy put jack stands on plastic ramps, it looks like. I would say you're lucky to be alive, pal, because I don't trust plastic that looks like that. That's nuts. It's really nuts. Okay, these Aussie tests are getting intense. Nail clippings. Okay. Then, for those who may be out of the loop, Aussie test refers to customers may leave their valuables in the car. Mechanics perceive it as a test of honesty. In case the customer decides to leave it in there as a test. If it's stolen, then they know that the shop can't be trusted, and they'll probably come back and complain. If the items are still left in the car, then the customer knows they can trust the mechanic, more or less. It's, yeah. Some actually follow through though. Some people actually leave like $100 sitting on the dash as an Aussie test for the mechanic, and I mean, I can't say that it's successful 100% of the time. I don't doubt it probably isn't. But, yeah. That's... yeah, if I see that, you can keep that. I do not want that. Someone hit the stair in the freaking parking lot. Oh, no. And let me guess. Color match bumpers probably several months out, and the grilled piece is on infinite back order, because that's just the nature of dealerships these days. What else we got? Got a good replacement engine for a motor swap. Them cams look a bit rough. A bit rough indeed. That looks almost rusty. Ooh, yeah. Good. I mean, if the valve cover is attached to it, maybe it'd still be good, but that does not look good. That looks like your cam needs to be redone, because you gotta get those deposits out of there, man. That's gonna be a very rough running motor without that. Rolled in from the bottom of the sea. Dang. I can't tell if I'm looking at, like... man. I don't even know where this is on a car, but it looks freaking... just so corroded. Yikes. What else we got going on here? Our shop. This looks like a nice shop with a nice Aston Martin on the lift. What else we got? Thinnest rotor I've seen. Wow, you can throw that thing like a frisbee. Dang. That's not stopping anything, by the way. City squirrels are built different. No. Yeah, I've seen that before. Some, on some cars that have the fill cap there, squirrels will throw their nuts on top of the engine bay. Yeah, them squirrels do hit a bit different, though. I don't even know what the heck's there. Garbage of some kind. Maybe a grape. Don't forget to change your diff lube. Ooh, it's like doing Plastidip. Dang. Yeah, change your diff lube, because you don't want that. That's not a good time. More Spider 1000, 1859. Ooh. That's a beaut. That is a beauty. And then you show me the wiring, and I immediately go, that's probably 6 volt, isn't it? Because... oh, no, actually. Let me pull up that image a bit. Nah, looks like it's got a 12-volt battery. They probably reconverted the wiring to 12-volt because, 6-volt wiring, that's a whole other animal. Almost any car these days runs on 6-volt wiring. If you have anything higher or anything lower than 12, you're running 6 volts, and nobody works on 6 volts anymore because why would you? Holy pine cones! Wow! I was expecting acorns. I was not expecting the pine cones. That's nuts. Well, it's not nuts, it's pine cones, but you get my point. What do we got? Ooh. Okay, I think the guy who owns this probably isn't handicapped, considering he can own it. That is very nice. That is an Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione. They did not make very many of these. I think they sold even less of these. This looks like it's the States given the Jeep and the Maserati beside it. But, yeah, they definitely didn't sell many of these. That's a rare spot. Oh, there's the SV we were just showing earlier. It's a beauty. Beautiful. Beautiful. Leaking from the Fordham. Well, I mean, the acronym for Fords is always fix or repair daily, so, you know. Let's see what we got here. Lotus Electra. Yes. We have the EV Lotus. Horrible car. Bless me. Just, pardon me. There we go. Okay, where are we? First defect on my own car in 8 years. Passenger side door lock quit working after 25 years of service. Honestly, if a door lock quits after 25 years, that's just commendable. Because frankly, if a car can have any part in its body last for 25 years of continuous service, that's amazing. If it can last more than 10 years, that's a feat of achievement, really. 25 is just, it owes you nothing at that point, really. Man. Curses P0017s. Ooh. Let me guess, is this for a Charger? Or a Challenger? Or something on the Dodge family? Let me see. Chevy Ecotec. Really? I didn't know the cam grooves were that fast. That's impressive. Or cam lobes, rather. Not grooves. Customer says car pulls to the right when braking. Yeah. That's a fair point. Yeah, that would cause it. Yikes. Why? Sensing a recurring theme of failing ABS sensors. Side work I did this past spring, rebuilding blower drive on a 3-owner V10 R8. Supercharged V10, that's rare. I've heard of the twin turbo steps, I never heard of a supercharged variant. That's nuts. We'll see that. Item done, I do see a lot of cars in the shop. Nice Lotus. Very nice. Very, very nice. 2024 Tahoe rolled in for an annual cam replacement. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, there's the lifters. the rods. And yeah, that's fun stuff. Man. Annual camshaft replacement. Oh, I swear new cars are getting horrendous every day. Reliability wise, anyway. Customer says noise from your end. Yeah, there would be noise from their end when you sheared off or snapped your differential like that. That would cause it. Customer says new battery is dead. Viewer's asking where the heck is the battery here? What do I look at? This looks like a rim. That looks like a caliper bracket. Where? Don't tell us Chrysler. Ah. 40,000 overdue for an oil change. So the failed filter gasket took out the belt. Hazard brakes, no pedal, and brake pad and fluid plus low coolant and oil warnings. My home last night, passed a free closing accident. Sometimes the car beside or heading towards you is like this. Dang. That's savage. Yeah, annual safeties, I think, need to be a thing, frankly. I mean, yeah, it sucks you can't keep a car on the road, but my goodness. If you let it slide like this, you're putting everybody at risk, not just yourself. Holy heck. Didn't even make it off the track. Ooh. Yeah, I could see that. That looks a bit powdery. Yeah, looks like there was a battery fire. Jeez. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Wowza. Fun times. What else we got? Turn signal control went from thinking it was the multifunction switch to thinking it was the clock spring to finally thinking it was a simple relay that went out. Bruh. Yeah, my rationale is never assume it is anything. I get this way too often at the parts store I work at, where customers will automatically assume that, oh, this is broken, let's fix this. When realistically, and I say this every time, whatever you think is wrong with your car, there's about 5 things it could be. That goes for almost anything electrical, anything mechanical practically, well, with some exceptions. But yeah, if you're saying rough idle, it could be one of at least 3 things. It could be a vacuum, it could be a, you know, maybe low fuel for crying out loud. It could be multiple reasons. But yeah, in the case of this, yeah, turn signal control thinking multifunction switch. If you're gonna be smart about it, pull the multifunction switch, check the pins to see if you have voltage going to all of them. If you do, then I would say pop that sucker open, check if the circuit board is fried. If you notice any issues with the solder joints, then you know that the circuit's fried, then you can place a switch. Clock spring, I rarely sell clock springs at work. Clock spring, for those who don't know, it's hilariously enough not really a spring in most cars. It's actually a brass ring that goes in your steering column, and that brass ring is the contact that your wheel needs to send electricity from the car to the wheel controls, which could be your cruise control, could be your turn signal stock, could be horn, more often than not horn, or more modern cars would be infotainment switches on the wheel, etc. But yeah, clock spring is not something that goes out that often, and when it does, you can usually tell because the contact area is scuffed. Relay, I would probably have attacked that first off the bat. Check for a relay first before you even think of throwing money anywhere else. Again, put power to it, test the terminals. If you get voltage, you're fine. If you don't, you've had your problem. So, like I said, I am not a mechanic. I am just a very knowledgeable buddy who likes cars. So, mini rant aside, let's go back to it. You versus the guy he told you not to worry about. Well, someone's cutoff wheel ain't cutting much off there. That's funny. 6'4" him, he barely even had a ticking. Ooh. Got that little roller there just gone. Yeah, those Hemis, man. I hear so many issues with them. Don't get me wrong, great motor when they work. But around the 200,000 kilometer range or so is probably where you're going to see most of the issues. At least on the old stuff. The stuff past 2015, they seem to fail anywhere, depending on what the heck it's in. If it's like a Hellcat, depending how lead-footed the owner was, those things will fail within below 100,000 miles. But the flip side, you could have someone who preserves it, and then they'll probably go for a bit longer, but yeah, Hemi, great engine marred by emissions regs and etc. Let's see. Inspection window. Inspection window, you say? Is it where I think it is? I think it is where I think it is. Yeah. That is an inspection window, or as we like to call it, the rod wanted to say hello to the outside world. So, could happen for any number of reasons. Could be no oil in the engine, could be no coolant in the engine, could be any number of reasons. But generally, when the piston is under too much pressure, it can't hold on any longer, they just blow up and will totally shrapnel out the side of the block. If it's aluminum cast, I haven't seen that happen too often, but it can happen to cast too, probably. The forbidden glitter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, boat, no less. Dang. Yeah, if you ever see glitter in fluid in your vehicle, that is a horrible sign, and you probably should not be driving it, frankly. Because the glitter in your fluids means that you have metal shrapnel, either from a bearing, from gears, from any number of components in an engine. Could even be chewed up rod bearings. That happens on BMWs, surprisingly. But yeah, if you ever have shiny bits where your fluid looks shiny like glitter, yeah, you have some bad news coming your way, unfortunately. What do we got here? Starter wouldn't engage after I got to my destination. Can't tell if Buddy figured out a workaround on that one, or just someone wasn't clicking in, or didn't have enough power to click in, one of the two. Let's see what he says in the comments here. I'm curious. Look at it melt. Oh! Scorch marks! Yeah, I hadn't even considered that one. I didn't even think about where the bolt makes contact would be arcing. Yeah, that would be a good point. I didn't even consider that. What we got here? Check out this sweet exhaust. 20th Gulf R trade-in with only 2,600 miles. Ooh, what do we got going on with this exhaust here, my guy? Hang on. That looks like a Walker exhaust number. I recognize the sticker. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's funny. Oh boy. Yeah, the good old single to duel. Fun times. Fun welds too, I might add. Jeez, that's horrendous. Yeah, that looks like a walker. Goodness. I don't know how the heck they do it. Whenever we get walker exhaust parts from our store, we ship them in or whatever for our customers, and I will say, the welds that they leave on these patch jobs are just... Hey, you're just glad nobody's really looking down there that often. Santa's Real Christmas Ride. Ah yes, I too shift my gears directly off of the intake manifold. That's funny. I was feeling lucky. Well, to your credit, that is a solid block of wood, so if anything was gonna happen, you know, you would have had splinters at the least. But that looks like a solid chunk of wood, though, not gonna lie. I think you're actually making out pretty good. That's also that's a dice, isn't it? That's a freaking huge wooden dice. I love it. That's awesome. When anti-rodent tape won't work. Did Buddy throw a freaking conduit on his connector? Nice stainless wire sealing in bulk for whatever diameter you need. Interesting. Stainless wire sleeving. That's not a horrible idea, actually. I was under the impression though the anti-rodent tape did work. So. Oh, and we're back to where we began. Okay, you know what? Let's just switch over to the top of the month. What we got going on? I received my Ford Senior Master Trophy and plaque. Yo, that's pretty sick. That's actually really cool looking. Nice, I don't know who's your name. That's awesome, though. That is cool. Porter took this on test drive and called us to pick him up because the car stopped all of a sudden. Jeez. Yeah. Do not start running an oil engine. Good thing it stopped all of a sudden then, because if it didn't, having different issues there, methinks. The duality of Chevy truck owners. What do we got? We've got Buddy over here who painters taped a thing. And we have the guy who's flogged and beaten to death this old Silverado 5.3. Just treats it like it owes him lunch money every day of the week, Monday through Friday. Then probably weekends too. Yeah, then we have these truck owners where they will freaking preserve the crap out of everything. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's just the duality of most owners, to be fair. You can find them in any brand. You'll find the odd person who preserves the heck out of their car to, you know, Buddy who treats it like it's a winter beer and just beats the crap out of it. Doesn't give any crap at all about it. 31 hours and 4 months just arrived. Alex Roy's record-setting M5 getting a refresh after being started from the statute of limitations. That's cool! Man. That's cool. Yeah, it makes sense though. Yeah, that's... For those who don't know, the Cannonball Run is not just a movie from the old 1980s or 70s. It's actually a real thing that still happens, and yeah, the thing with cannonball runs is people can record them, but they can't actually release the footage until the statute of limitations goes into effect. So maybe this is a different around 31 hours. I feel like that is cannonball though. That's insane. That's impressive. From NY to LA in 31 hours. That's nuts. That's cool. We got the Mexican mechanic in the chase, but can't fix it. That's funny. That is really funny. You know, if they can't fix it, your only option is to go to the American mechanic. That is funny. That's way too funny. Oh boy, what else we got? Loader truck came back like this. Did the person who was borrowing the truck say that they may or may not have gotten into a gunfight? Let's see, we got the 2 bullet holes on what look like the door going off the badging there. In through the cabin. Looks like it bounced off of one of the trim pieces. Bullet hole through another panel of the vehicle. Bullet hole through the tailgate. And through the tailgate. Or actually, that might be a bulge in the tailgate. Today I learned that tailgates are bulletproof to a degree. Also, how recent was this firefight? Because there's already rust forming around that bullet hole. I'm thinking Buddy probably got into this firefight maybe a week so before he turned it in, maybe? That's pretty wild. I mean, it could be anything. It could be, you know, the old guy ticked off his girlfriend's dad or something, or could be angry ex of some kind. Who knows the story? There's definitely a story to be had though, with 4 bullet holes in a truck. What do we got here? What a capable machine. Okay. Hear me out. I love custom cars as much as the next guy. Probably not, actually. I like some custom cars, okay? I'm not huge into the current scene. These are utter pieces of garbage. I'm sorry. These serve no practicality whatsoever. If you own one of these in the freaking Midwest or in the North, what the heck are you doing with yourselves? Go to the South, I don't care, because South you have beautiful climate. I could give 2 craps about it. If you drive this in the freaking Midwest, what are you doing, man? If you're gonna be putting that kind of money into that kind of build, at least put freaking mud tires on it because, you know, you drive where there's winter. Like, jeez. Get rid of that stupid lift kit, too. You're not even actually lifting the whole suspension. You're just raising the body off the frame. I could tell because your freaking rad and piping are still sitting lower than the whole body. Jeez. Anyway. What else we got? Just out of the shop. I forgot his gun in the back. Ah. Tech had very good taste in said firearm. Let's see, what is that? Oh, I think I saw Springfield Armory. That is indeed a Springfield Armory handgun of some kind. With a hollow sun sight. And looks like a red dot. That's honestly, Tech had taste when it came to having everyday carry. That's pretty nice. But shame he lost the piece. Second guy thought he was being slick.
I think he's being slick. Yeah, right.
I'm thinking Snap-on Bro is gonna snag that buddy's tool and sell it back to him for some money. Yeah, beware the tool trucks if you're going to be a mechanic. They will find a way to get you into those financing plans. Because tools are expensive, and Snap-on is also crap. Do not buy Snap-on. If you're going to buy anything, buy Mac tools, or heck, if you're in Canada, just go to Guitar and buy a Mastercraft tool set, or DeWalt. And if you're in the States, Harbor Freight has you covered, man. What else we got? It tells our guy gets tired of replacing your dull drill bits every week and just hands you this. That's awesome. But also, what the heck are you drilling week to week? Like, that's a lot of drill bits, my guy. Like, what are you doing? Unless you're constantly, adding custom stuff, I can't see where you're a regular service tech and drilling into things this frequently. Not maybe in the Rust Belt, I guess, but still. Customer said their brakes were embarrassingly loud. Yes, and customer is also considering using that brake order as a top hat to some degree. We got spiciest Loctite. High purity N5000 nickel based anti-seize lubricant for the nuclear power generation industry. Dang! I didn't even know that they had it Loctite for that spec. That's nuts. That can probably worth a fair bit of money, by the way. That's nickel based anti-seize for the nuclear power generation industry. That's awesome. That's insane. I gotta see the cost of this one. Freaking nuclear Loctite. So much for some Loctite. Anti-seize. He's not wrong though. That's actually true because Loctite's usually regarded as a thread locker. That's anti-tight. Lock loose. That's funny. It's pricing options. $130 for 16 ounces. Is it like aircraft where the paperwork weighs more than the part? That's nuts. That's not horrendous either. That's crazy though. I've never seen that. I never even clicked on the anti-seize bit. Oh, that's funny. Most mileage ever seen on a 2019 Part 2. 948,000 miles on the 19? Holy crap. Classic Toyota. Hey, that's an awesome deal. 425 mileage, 944. That's... Dang, that's nuts. Guy's gotta be a hotshot driver to rack up that much mileage in 5 years. There's just no way. Like, dude's gonna be driving an average of almost 200,000 miles a year. Which is actually a lot of driving on a daily basis. That's nuts. Oh, the fuel costs. Oh, man. Bell mechanic, I don't have somewhere to post him, but I might like to see this beverage or similar conversation. I have a big bolt and a half-ton bell. Fascinating. Man, that sucker was tight. Crazy. First time seeing an exhaust gets this hot in person. Yikes. Yeah, if your exhaust is getting that hot, buddy is running Rick. Like Mr. Moneybags Rick on fuel right there. That is extremely, extremely hot. And if your cat's getting that hot, you might need new cats, frankly speaking. Unless that's a rotary, in which case that's normal operating conditions, because rotaries notoriously get hot. In fact, the FDRX7 of the late 90s actually has a warning light to tell you when the exhaust is hot enough to not put your arm on the center console. Which is interesting, to say the least. The size of these stoppy boys. Them's big stoppy boys. Those are some big, big stoppy boys. That's really big. Two vehicles trying to spoof the check engine light. Yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's commitment too, because you have to freaking rip the dash apart to put the piece of tape on that. That's insane. That's nuts. That's like, it's almost more effort to go in and spoof the CEL or check engine light than it is to just fix the check engine light straight up. What the heck? Don't stay away from all won't start cars. Sometimes it's a huge win. Okay, so we got a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Ah. Okay, I think I need the story on this one. Picked up an 06 Eclipse for $550, described it as won't start, not putting more money into it, figure it out. Checked the valve cover and it was real clean, well maintained. Checked the return belt cover, looked like it had been changed on schedule. I'm gonna try to start it, and the starter definitely tried, but it sounded like a fully seized engine. Next to it started what looked like it could be a real small bit of unmistakable impact crack on a bell housing, as if something was trying to escape. I asked if I could pull the flex plate out cover and he agreed, and there was one bolt loose, one missing from just what I could see. Killed the owner, bought the car, took it home. 2 hours later, had both missing flex plate bolts in hands. Retapped the flex plate, replaced all 4 bolts. Runs great. Don't be afraid to ask the answer with the car before you buy it. Most people don't mind though. If you're serious about buying the car, you can always walk away as long as you don't break anything. I have it close to 120,000 miles. It was well maintained, minus the detailing, so it desperately needs. Good luck to the hunters out there. That is honestly a win. If you're mechanically inclined and you're not afraid to get your hands dirty in that kind of situation, and you just happen to know what to look for, hey, world's your oyster at that point. Not saying every no-start car is going to be that much of a win, but yeah, like he's saying though, you can always walk away as long as you don't break anything. So, good on him. Good save. What else we got here? Keeps burning up power steering pumps. Gee, I wonder why. Couldn't be anything to do with that quad track setup. My goodness. Don't get me wrong. Cool idea in theory, but in practice, unless you're driving this thing in like the Appalachian Mountains on a frequent basis, there is no need. What else we got? Change drawing, man. 25? Is this a flood 25? Because holy crap. Jeez. They should just start carving the Statue of David out of that thing. Holy crap. Man, oh man. That's... Oh crap. Oh, there, the guys went mud running pretty aggressively of this truck. My goodness. That stuff is just stuck on there. That's nuts. Man, oh man. I'm saying this car has 5 neutrals but no driver reverse. Uh-huh. That could explain it. My goodness. Jeez. Well, I see that we are at an hour, so thank you all for watching, if you did end up watching. I apologize if I scared everyone away from my ineptitude there, setting up the chat and everything. But regardless, if you enjoyed this content, feel free to hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, so lets me know if I continue doing this kind of thing or not. And yeah, I'll try and post more of the community stuff a bit more, just to kind of gauge interest, hopefully. I kind of put the notice up for this one like an hour before I started, which I totally did not mean to do. I meant to put the notice for this like well in advance, so that everyone knew. But anyway, I am probably going to be putting out a Q&A at some point. What is today, actually? Today is the Thursday. Yeah, so probably on the 12th of December, I am thinking of hosting a Q&A because my birthday will be the Friday the 13th, which I do not get off, unfortunately. I'll be working that day. But that's besides the point. So, yeah. Other than that, next week's stream might be Christmas related. I'll probably put more of an announcement into that as I get closer. Hopefully not too close like I did today. But that's besides the point. Thank you all for watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed what I was set out to do today. Leave a comment, let me know, again, if you want to see something different or whatever. And yeah, so that's all for me for now, and I will catch you guys on the next stream next week, 10 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you.